It's time for US News with the Queen of American showbiz, royal and political reporting, Kinsey Schofield. And Kinsey, let's talk about one of the biggest stars in the world, Rod Stewart, the ultimate crooner, leaving America, returning to the UK. Why?
I mean, I believe it's truly because some of the California's more progressive policies are leading to an increase in crime. But you're right, Rod Stewart has chosen to live full time at his home in the UK to support his wife, Penny Lancaster. According to the Daily Mail, Penny loves the life she's made away from America and away from LA. Friends close to Rod say that he's grown tired of LA's toxic culture and feels like he had no privacy here. To put the nail in the coffin, he's relisted his Los Angeles mansion for $80 million, which will buy you an awful lot of Marmite.
Definitely, $80 million is remarkable. And of course, Rod Stewart, a big star in the UK, he's a big deal in America too, isn't he?
He is. I mean, you know, if you want my body and you think I'm sexy, come on, sugar, let me know. I mean, he's a religion.
Can we concentrate on the show, actually, Kinsey? We've got work to do.
No more flirting.
Well, listen, I'll be delighted to have Rod back. There's a bit of a brain drain from Hollywood at the moment because Ozzy Osbourne and Sharon, I think they're moving back to the UK as well, and James Corden.
Yes, I mean, I do think it's just kind of the chaos of some of these lax policies when it comes to crime. You know, if you run into a store today and steal something, there's a good chance that the cops are just going to let you go within the next, you know, within, I'd say, 3 or 4 hours, you're back on the streets. So what is going to keep people from behaving badly when there are no repercussions? I just think that it has to do with a lot of these progressive policies that don't, you know, they're not very intimidating when it comes to criminal activity. Well,
I agree. I think those Democratic governors are destroying some of America's great cities. Listen, let's talk about a special Christmas party in Boston. No white individuals invited. Tell me more.
I know, Mark, you and I would be left at the door, so I'm going to cry. Boston Mayor Michelle Wu defended her decision to host this holiday party for elected officials of color by saying that it's nothing new. Now, the only reason we all know about this is because of an email that accidentally was sent to the entire city council. But this was, you know, a holiday party that was specific for elected officials of color. She says that this party has been a fixture in Boston politics for more than a decade without any complaints. One uninvited, because he was initially invited by accident over that email, council member responded to the controversy by saying, "I do find it divisive, but what are you going to do about it?" So and Michelle Wu posted a picture of it. So obviously she still doesn't think that there's anything wrong with the event.
Amazing. So only individuals of color invited to the event. Segregation is back, racism is back, and it's like Martin Luther King never existed. The world's gone mad. Can we talk about a little clip there that we've just seen, a White House Christmas video? Let's have a look at this, a kind of musical performance from the president's home and official residence. How's this going down?
Now, Mark, I cannot hear you, but I believe you asked me about the video we're looking at.
Yeah.
First Lady Michelle Obama posted this magic, wonderful, joy-filled Christmas video that you can only appreciate if you've hit up Prince Harry's mushroom stash. People were so ugly about Melania Trump's beautiful Christmas decorations, and in comes Joe Biden to turn Christmas into Mardi Gras at the White House. The only thing missing was Rose Montana to flash everyone again. But again, I cannot hear you, so I have no idea whether or not I have delivered this this reaction to you or not.
There you go. Well, listen, well done for being such a pro, Kinsey. We're having a couple of issues with sound. We're going to reboot that in just a moment. I'll be honest, I quite like this performance. I think the White House looks lovely, and it's great to see them dancing around, and it's giving me a bit of festive cheer. Very talented folks they are. If you want to come back to me just now, Andy. Also, we're going to reveal the circumstances of Matthew Perry's death. Matthew Perry, of course, the star of Friends, who died in a hot tub just a couple of months ago. We've got more on that very shortly. Kinsey, listen, I've just touched there on Matthew Perry. One of the biggest comedy stars in the world, a very talented guy who died a couple of months ago in his own hot tub. And we've got more information about how he died.
I mean, very little, Mark. This is, they say, a result of ketamine. And now the question is, because some of his close friends have said that he was going through a specific ketamine therapy, although others argue that it was a week and a half ago before his death, so it shouldn't have still been in his system. So now the mystery surrounding his death, aside from ketamine and drowning, is, was this prescribed or was this not prescribed? And that is what people are trying to find out at this point in time.
OK, let's talk about Prince Harry and Meghan if we can, Kinsey. And a vendetta which is keeping the brands away from this couple. Tell me more.
Yes, but shout out to Wayne Sleep. I'm always so jealous. You have the best guests. Deadline Hollywood is reporting that Harry and Meghan believe that the royal family is behind the vendetta, blocking their big brand deals. While they primarily source the UK's Daily Express within the article, Deadline is a big, industry publication here. So some of those decision makers are reading this story today. They've been in talks with high-profile brands that didn't lead to anything but should have, a source told the Express. Those brands then actively courted other members of the royal family. One example is Dior. The source said that Harry wore a Dior suit to the coronation and the Sussexes were starting to build a relationship with that fashion house. Then all of a sudden Camilla starts wearing it. Those conversations are shut down for the Sussexes. And to add salt to the open wound, the actress playing Kate Middleton, Meg Bellamy in The Crown, was announced as the new face of the brand, which rumors were circulating that Meghan was becoming the new face of the brand. So that source is stressing it's all very suspicious timing.
And a reconciliation with the king, do you think, in 2024 for Harry, or is that wishful thinking?
Well, wild that these two stories are coming out around the same time, Mark, because that Deadline story saying that Meghan's team doesn't appear to know what to do at this point. The consensus is that they need to repair the damage within the royal family. 24 hours later, Page 6 releasing this story that Harry intends to call the king at Christmas, for some sort of reconciliation. He plans to also talk to Meghan and the kids. So the idea that Deadline is reporting brands don't want to work with them. Only way to clear the air is to reconcile with the royal family. Then Prince Harry intends on calling the king to reconcile at Christmas. That's the suspicious timing, Mark Dolan.
Indeed, blimey, it's almost like it's orchestrated. Kinsey, we've loved having you this year. You are the jewel in the crown of this show. Every Saturday night, it would not be the same without you. What are your plans for Christmas?
I'm going home to Arizona. I'll sit around the fire and talk to my mom and dad about how much I love being on your show and, hugs and kisses to all my family members.
Oh, well, brilliant stuff. Happy Christmas, Happy New Year. There will be lots of Kinsey Schofield in it. Thanks, Kinsey. Do check out her brilliant podcast, To Die For Daily, and her website of the same.